cheer for big bottles of beer. Yes, boy, Ricky Grimes. I'm here with the three corners of horror. My man JR on top. What's good, son?
Look what I'm drinking. What does that say? Oh,
Oh,
Crusader. Rest in peace, Michael Myers, 2022. You died a dishonorable death. But we're now looking forward to 2023.
that's right. That's
You
right.
guys
What
ready
up,
for
my
this?
boy Joe? What up, Joe? The sun's
What's
out.
up? What's up? Well, I mean, that's kind of funny. I got a Crystal Lake one on too.
Oh,
Me,
what's good? What's
myself, it's
good?
we're still doing the dry January, so
It's almost over, brother. Don't
it's
worry.
almost over. So I can at least cheers with the Run Wild IPA.
Run
So
Wild IPA. Well, like you said it. Well, what we're going to be talking about in this live stream. What horror movies are we looking forward to in 2023? Sit back, grab your beer, relax, smoke them if you got them. See you soon.
As a matter of fact, it was.
No more room in hell. The dead walk here.
Oh, yeah, we are live. Thank you for joining us again, the Three Corners of Horror, Horror Fiend TV. Guys, I really appreciate it. Let's start off real quick. JR, man, how you feeling?
Feeling
You
good,
ready?
man.
You ready, kid?
A little buzzed. Hey, man. Let me tell you, 2022 was an amazing year of horror. Think about this. The biggest shows and movies last year were all horror or fantasy based. That tells you where the horror market stands right now. In 2023, oh man, what a menu to watch.
I said menu. What up, Joe? How about you, Joe? How about you, brother? How you feeling about it?
I'm good. I mean, last year was good. We have started the year off with a couple of little, flops in the beginning of the year. So hopefully it'll turn out better.
Yeah. Well, there's always room for flops if, it's got to be room for flops. If it ain't
Yeah.
flops, that means the good movies don't get elevated. So it is what it is. So let's get the show started. My man, JR. Now, I know you got something you want to talk to us about, bro. What we're talking about here, that's right. Cocaine Bear. Woo!
Wow.
Chat us up, brother. Chat us up.
Let me tell you, the one thing right off the bat, rest in peace, Ray Liotta, his last movie, and I'm glad he did a horror comedy because what a way to go out. If you don't know what Cocaine Bear is, yes, it is what the title explains. A bear basically falls upon a stash of coke and decides to take, I don't know, bite, a couple sniffs, and goes on a cocaine slash blood-soaked rampage. I mean, how can you not like that? I mean, that concept is, and it's a comedy. Come on. We need more horror comedies, and what a way to start the year off
Oh, yeah.
with a fucking horror comedy. Yes, I said fucking.
Hold up, real quick. What up, my boy Cabal? Thriving and surviving, my boy. We got Selena. We ready for this live, fellas? That's right. She got the little faces here. Oh, we got Angel. She's so ready
Angel.
for Cocaine Bear.
Hey,
Voices from the Mausoleum. Subscribe
Yes.
to her channel. She's awesome. Thanks for being here. Now, Cocaine Bear. Joe, what you know about that movie?
I know that Carrie Russell's in it.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yep, Carrie Russell's in it. I know it's based on a true story. I
Mhm.
mean, it doesn't necessarily. I just, obviously for the movie they're going to take some, liberties, But
Yeah.
yes, I guess that some. Well, I think they were smugglers. Their plane went down, and then they encountered I guess the bear. Maybe in real life they got killed by the bear, but just to make it a comedy, the bear snorted some coke and decided to maul them away.
Oh,
In real life, they actually found the bear OD'd.
Oh.
the bear
hold on,
actually
wait a minute.
OD'd.
In real life, this is
In
a
real
true
life,
story?
this is
Yeah, it's a
loosely
true
based off a
story.
true story.
Oh my
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
it
You
is.
could go right now.
Why
I
am
think
I
the,
not surprised?
dude, the bear right now is I think in a Kentucky mall, and is known as Pablo Escobar.
Oh, Pablo Escobar.
Yes,
Wow.
and it was directed by the lovely Elizabeth Banks.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Joe, you're a fan of hers. Is this her first film? Directorial debut? Is that correct?
Oh no, I think she did the oh my god. I
Oh,
think
she
I
did
only saw
that,
one of
that
them.
singing
The
one.
singing
What was
one.
it called? Oh my
The
god, what was it called?
A musical. A musical. You're
yeah, the
saying.
musical.
Yeah. Oh my god. Somebody got to remember what it was.
Somebody chime in to help us out. I just know that
Singing one.
I know that the Cup song is from there. It's with Anna
Anna Hendricks.
Hendricks? Yeah.
Yeah, what was the name of that?
JR, sing that song, Jeremy. I might get it, or someone in chat
I
might.
don't know the name of that song, man.
No, I'm not gonna sing.
Lexi Bennett. What's good? The fourth corner herself.
Oh,
What's
what's the
up?
name of
What's
that
up?
one?
Thank you for being here.
I know.
No. Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
She
She's
did Pitch Perfect.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's a
And the
such a amazing film.
And the
None
second
of us
one.
knew that.
Yes.
And she was actually also in Brightburn. She was the one that adopted him.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Pitch
She
Perfect.
belongs in horror, man.
Oh, yeah, she's
When I
great.
first saw Elizabeth Banks was actually in Spider-Man when she played Betty Brant.
Yep.
And my naive self at the time was like, she looks nothing like Betty Brant. She's blonde. Come on. Actually, no, she was not blonde in that film. She was a brunette. I
She was a
stand.
brunette with the short hair.
But the hair was short. There was something that threw me off, but it's cool. Then I saw her in Slither, and I was like, yeah.
Slither. I was gonna say it, and then she did Slither.
Then she was in 40-Year-Old Virgin, which she was the crazy one at the end.
She's in a lot of places, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nah, she's a very good
I got
actress.
confused for a second. I'm like, wait, who are we talking about? Carrie Russell or?
So, JR, when is this film releasing? What's the release date for this one?
This film is actually releasing February 24th.
Oh, that's coming up. That's
Oh
soon.
god, I can't. I'm watching it in theaters. I'm sorry. You know, us horror fans, we make the mistake sometimes of not actually going to the theaters and watching the film. I think this year we should all
That sucks.
vote to watch.
It's like a week and a half too late for a Valentine's Day movie, huh? Too bad.
That's okay. You can still go for Valentine's Day, man. Just bring a box of chocolates, man.
Oh my
Get the roses before and get the chocolates. You know, for this one.
I gotta give a shout out to Daisy. I gotta give a shout out to Daisy. She is chilling right now. Look at that.
She's been a good girl.
Look how comfy she looks over there.
Oh, that I mean, it's the guest bed, but it's basically her bed.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, JR, how pumped are you for Cocaine Bear?
I'm a 10, man. You know, because here's the thing: horror comedies are far few in between.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Yeah, it is a comedy. It is a comedy, and the last good comedy I think we watched that I think we all enjoyed was Vicious Fun.
This is fun.
And then before that, it's been a long wait because I mean, come on, the Shaun of the Dead. Everybody loves Shaun of the Dead, so now we have hopefully a movie that restarts the comedy genre in it because we need more comedy.
This could be the next Lake Placid, right?
I love Lake
That'd be awesome.
Placid.
Only Cocaine Bear 2 is a freaking panda.
How about you, Joe? What's your scale, 1 to 10?
I mean, I'm not gonna say a 10, but at least an 8.
Yeah,
At least
hold
an
on.
8.
Let's get this party started.
I don't know if this one I'll see in the movie theater, but definitely when it's streaming.
No, this is definitely a theater watch for me.
This is a
man.
theater watch,
movie
yes.
about a bear that snorts cocaine and goes on a killing rampage. I'm all in.
The funny thing, they have a new commercial for it where they goof on it, saying they have like there's a scene where he's basically laying down going backwards because he's coked up, and over it says the words "the most astonishing film of the year." Yeah.
It's
I
called
like
a
that they
TV
goof
spot,
on
not a
it.
commercial.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get it right.
Commercial, man. Yeah, I can't wait for it.
Yeah. So anything else you want to say about it, JR, before we move on?
Nah, I mean, once again, I'm glad we get to see Ray Liotta one more time. I mean, guy's an amazing actor, and he's gonna be missed. I mean, he did a lot of good roles. I mean, everybody knows him for Goodfellas.
It's
so
wild, bro. I forgot he passed away too, man.
I mean, one of the favorite roles he was in, that's one of these like quiet movies, was No Escape, where he basically was in an island of inmates and stuff. He had to find a way out, which that movie was so underrated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ray Liotta, rest in peace. And
Mine is Goodfellas.
Yeah,
everybody loves
me too. When I think Ray Liotta,
yeah,
Goodfellas.
I mean, if I'm flipping around, it could be in like the last 10 minutes. I'm gonna stop and watch it.
Yeah,
like that one. I'll watch no matter which point I chime in.
Awesome. Well, Joe, lead us in, Joe. What's your what are you looking forward to?
All right. One is The Strangers. They're going to be rebooting that one. little mixed because the director is Rennie Harlan, and Rennie can visually deliver a movie, but can sometimes lose the story all for the sake of visuals. So we'll see.
Educate me. Who's that?
He did The Exorcist, the beginning, and he also did The Covenant. The Covenant was where it was all the guys that were the witches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
but
wow. What's he done lately though?
I didn't look. I know that he directed like some shows that actually
I was working at GameStop when that fucking that's pre 9/11. Holy shit.
But The Strangers is one of my favorite, top horror movies, and
No doubt.
either he's got to deliver something just as good. Just don't fuck it up. That's all I'm kind of, and only because Rennie's attached to it. My excitement for this was more like a 7, and I want to put it low so that way if he actually delivers, then I can go score it a little bit higher. So, I mean, I still am going to see it. I mean, and I for this one, I will go to the movies. I mean, like I said, it's The Strangers. I want to, be out there to see it when it does come out.
The original Strangers, awesome flick.
Yes.
And part 2 was Pray at Night with Hendrix.
Yep.
That was really good too. So, Joe, what's the line in part 1? What is the line in part 1?
Because you're at home.
That's
one of the scariest lines in horror movies.
So simple, bro. So simple.
Literally one of the
Everyone
scariest
can relate
lines.
to that. How about you, JR? How you like The Strangers? You're a fan?
I'm a fan of Strangers, and my big fear is, let's be honest, the first Strangers was epic. It was a very good film, and you always get scared when you hear, reboot, remake, and then the fact that it's part of a trilogy. So now you get even more nervous because, all right, what are you gonna do different? Not, I've always said it. If you're gonna make a reboot, remake, or sequel, whatever, try to separate yourself from the original. If you can't equal the original, try to make it where you're good in its own way without being so attached to the original.
Right.
I mean, if they pull that off, I'm all for it. If it's one of those movies where they basically do the same thing over and over again, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed because it's gonna be home invasion. But what I mean is, don't use the same story arc. Go a little bit different.
Yeah. Word.
That's my only concern. But come on.
Well, I know that the only thing I do know about it is that they change a group of friends.
Yeah.
My boy Dan, what up, Danilo? Shout out, my boy. Now,
Hold
Joe, you got a
on.
question here,
What?
Joe. So,
Huh? Am I frozen?
no. you're good.
No.
Adam said I was frozen. He's like, you're frozen. I'm
you're
like,
good.
all right, so yeah, I'm good. Sorry,
All good, brother. You got a question here.
Hubby's watching live.
Oh, you got a question, Joe?
So, Joe, how do you feel about them doing the trilogy of The Strangers all together from Angel?
So the problem with doing a trilogy is that then you're either gonna have a family or something that's all connected together.
Yeah.
Or you're going to give a backstory on the killers themselves, which I don't need to know, which the scariest part of The Strangers is because you knew nothing of them.
Yeah.
So I don't need to know, the minute you start getting to know anything about like the killers, you lose everything for it. So the
100%.
trilogy, I'm not 100% sure on. I would rather, if they do just one or, go anthology on it, basically just don't connect them all, but they're not going to do that. They're just going to fuck it up like Halloween.
Yeah.
Now,
Protect your neck.
Can I chime in quick on that, what he said too?
What up, P-Rock?
Picking back what Joe said too is, me and you had we've been having conversations lately about the vagueness in horror, how sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In The Strangers, you have to have the vagueness. I don't want no backstory on the killer. I don't want to know anything about the killers at all. If you start doing that, you're going to lose a lot of the story because now, unfortunately, you're going to give an explanation to why they're doing this, and we don't want to hear it.
That's what killed Hell House LLC as a franchise to me. Because
Yes.
the first one had its flaws, but once the sequels came out and they told you everything and you saw everything, it just killed the whole mystique about it.
And the second one was end, and the third one was like, oh my god.
Sequels and remakes need to have more similarities than vice versa. Hate movies that are sequels but don't resemble the others. Christian, thank you for that. What you guys feel about that comment there? That's a good one.
It is. I mean, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Well, even though it's probably going to come up later on. But if you want to talk about one sequel, or if it's not a remake or it's just an addition to the franchise, we'll always go back to Evil Dead 2013, where
that's how it's done.
It was separate from the originals. However, it maintains some of aspects of the original, the Necromonicon, the cabin, the car, and the actual car that was sitting there, and so it has some connections to it. If you pull off to the point where the connections are like that, where that's vague in a way, because if you didn't see the originals, you would not know that was the cabin in the car. But something like that, definitely.
Bye, Angel. Thanks for hopping on,
Angel.
and have a good one. Stay scared. Rather than okay, yeah, no worries about that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And Selena agrees. Awesome. Yeah, you know what? I feel the same way about that. Yeah, the Evil Dead is a perfect example how to make a movie that it's not. I don't. Is it a remake? It's not a sequel. It's a reimagining. I don't know what it is, but it has the Evil Dead feel to it. They made enough changes that it's not directly relying on the Evil Dead to make it a good movie, and it's practical. It's very minimal CGI in this film. It's a bloodbath, so it kept everything that made the Evil Dead awesome. It kept it very true to the source material, but yet gave you something fresh, and that's hard to do, man. That's hard to do when they pulled it off.
It had a storyline, because the focus of the story was Mia, character of Mia. So everything was surrounding Mia, which that's how you make a sequel or addition or whatever it is to the franchise. The Strangers is definitely going to be one that it's either going to piss people off or it's going to be like, yes.
Well, and I know that the lead actress is from Riverdale. She's the redhead from Riverdale. I did watch like first couple seasons. I can't remember her name right now. I want to say Sherry, but I could be wrong.
Grimes has no idea.
But I'm just saying, I know who the actress is. So it's good that I looked at the cast. A lot of it is a lot of unknowns, which we all kind of like when it's a lot of unknowns.
Yes.
My only worry is that the Evil Dead was an older 80s film that, if you're going to remake it in a sense, but The Strangers, to me, I just saw it not too long ago for the first time. Real talk. Because you guys told me to watch it. You recommended it. And once I started watching, I fell in love with it. Now, to see a remake already for this film is it's weird to me. But if it's done right, I'm all in, man, because I love the concept. And like you said, Joe, that one line, that one simple piece of dialogue, that just made the film for me right there. Because it's scary.
Yeah. Well, and shit, I lost my fucking train of thought there. I was keeping shut to not interrupt you, and I lost my train of thought. Cabin Fever is another one, a perfect example. You had the Eli Roth one that came out, which is awesome. I mean, and then I think it wasn't even 10 years, and somebody else remade it. And then
that was Ty West, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about? The one where they're in the prom?
No. They actually remade Cabin Fever.
All right, find out. I know Ty West did one.
It had
find out.
Like
why
Shiloh
he does that.
Something. Hold on.
Yeah, we get Jared's typing too. No, for real. Cabin Fever. I know Ty West for sure did one of them.
This was Travis Zar.
So which one was that? I didn't see that one then.
So this one came out in 2016.
So that was the actual remake.
This was the remake, and it wasn't even. And the thing is that they did like the Psycho thing when they remade Psycho, and everything was almost the same.
Oh no, I don't like that.
And so basically, nothing much really changed in it.
Why
and
do movies do that?
Yeah,
I hate that, because all you're doing is just putting new actors in the role.
All right, so the first one came out in 2002. The remake.
Eli Roth did that.
Came out in 2016.
Spring Fever was the second one, right?
Yeah.
Who did that? It says it there.
That was Ty West.
I knew he did one of them.
Another one. Take another one. When they did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Jessica Biel in it, that was actually good. Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. I didn't mind that one at all. The one with the freaking drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, up until the last couple of Texas movies, all those movies were pretty enjoyable for me. I mean, the remake with he, oh my god, with the fuck, he was so good in that shit.
So I'm trying to, cause I see, and then there was the one with Jordana
Brewster.
Yeah, I like that one.
That was good too.
I like that one.
That was when her boyfriend was he was going to the military, right? Him and his brother.
Yeah. That one I liked.
Good too.
That,
Yes.
You know, it had good kills. It was done well.
Yes.
You know, so you, that's what I'm saying. It's there to be able to remake it and do a good remake.
Mhm.
Trilogy thing, I don't know. Everybody wants to fucking do the trilogy thing, like, you know,
Yeah.
unless it's gonna, you know, yeah. I don't know.
Well, with that being said, JR, brother, I'm gonna throw this into you. Ready? So,
Yes.
this one is interesting. You lead us into your next one.
Yeah, this one I stumbled upon. I didn't know anything about it, and I am, if you don't know by now, watching this us on Horror Fiend T, I'm a massive international horror fan, and the fact that this is another international film called Infinity Pool, which it's an interesting concept. I mean, reading upon it, we watched the menu, and this kind of takes. We're getting this new type kind of horror coming out, where it basically it talks about class, the wealthy, the middle class, the lower class. If you didn't watch the menu, the menu is something tied into that as well. But this one is basically, it has Alexander Skarsgård and both these guys' favorite actress of 2022, Mia Goth. And basically they go into this like exclusive beach, and there's a fatal accident where Skarsgård is involved in. So he's basically arrested. Now he's rich, he's famous. He is arrested, and in this place, for the accident he committed, the penalty is murder. But being that he has money, they give him an option. Will you accept pleading guilty and basically be executed, or take your money and we'll make a clone of you to basically take your place? And that's the whole premise of the film. But then it goes into deeper more. I mean, I didn't want to get, but that's basically a synopsis of the film. And I mean, you know who Alexander Skarsgård is? If you watch True Blood,
He's the older Skarsgård, right? He's the older one.
No, I think there's one. I think there's one older than him.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's the middle one.
Yeah. But everybody loved him. I think he played with Eric. And everybody loved Eric in True Blood. Then he broke off once it ended, and then he tried his thing in Tarzan, which I didn't watch it.
Oh yeah, he did play Tarzan.
And then he came out and New One Northman, which I haven't watched it, but I've heard.
It's on my list. It's just everybody says it's just long.
Trust me, bro. I was about to watch it a few days ago, and I saw that one time. Like, I'm good right now.
So my decision on long movies is I start them in the daytime, you know, because a long movie at night, the longer you're like,
I'm out.
At least with the sun still out, you know, yeah.
So this is a Brandon Cronenberg, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
The GP
So
was
this one comes out.
Antiviral Processor, which is fucking amazing. If you haven't seen it, this guy's good, man. He's picking up his dad's steps with the body horror.
Oh yeah.
And that's what this movie is a lot about.
I need to see Crimes of the Century. I heard that's really good as well. But I
on my list also,
Yeah,
but I get another one that's long and you know,
Mixed reviews.
Yeah, like they, you know, it's just it's a slow.
That's how Cronenberg is, man.
It
if you're
is,
not into
it
his
is.
style, like Processor, I rave about it, but it's not for everybody. People would be probably bored and be confused, but if you pay attention, bro, the subtle storytelling in these films is really good, and it's fucking disgusting. Which is, come on, it's Cronenberg. Come on.
When I seen the trailer of this, the first thing I thought about was Martyrs, to be honest. When I seen the whole trailer, like, oh, this is going down to Martyrs. Yes, with the whole, just the body horror. And this movie actually comes out tomorrow.
Yeah,
in
yep.
theaters.
Ah.
Yeah, so I gotta see if I'm See, I can go watch this one probably next weekend.
Joe the psychologist, do you know anything about like Infinity Pool? Like not spoilery, but is there anything that really caught your attention to, or you like me, you don't read or watch trailers? I know you don't watch.
Before I don't have to see anything, I'm already gonna check it out just because it's Brandon Cronenberg.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
I don't need any other reason. I don't need the actors. I just like his styling.
His style, his style.
So yeah, just with that, you know, I'm all in on that one.
It's very. Oh, what are you talking about, Selena? Elaborate.
His styling.
Oh, Cronenberg, you're saying? Oh, you saw Possessor. We just saw it recently. Possessor.
I haven't seen it, so
I saw it twice.
But Junior.
Give me some background on Possessor.
It's all right.
I'll let Joe do the honest.
It's basically she's a hired. The woman is a hired hitman, and she has they came up with a technology for her to be able to get into people's body and use that person. And you know what? I know you watch it this week. So that way we can let's review this on Thursday.
They're assassins. And
the thing is, it's literally it took so long for even me to watch it that you're kind of like you're like, damn, why did I wait so long? And then, we're all the same when things get hyped. I don't want to hype it. Just watch it because if you're gonna do it,
you have to watch it in order to watch it.
I was gonna say if you're gonna do Infinity Pool, that way you get a good, because this one is going to lead you into kind of like his style. So watch it this week, and I'll put that format up for do this on Thursday. So look out for that episode, guys.
What up? If you're watching this, please, guys, give us a like on this video. Please, it'll go a long way to helping us. Thank you for supporting the Three Corners of Horror. Here, Horror Fiend TV. My boy JR. No, actually, Joe, the psychologist. The movies that fucked me up, my boy. So tell me, man, what you got next?
All right, this one it's a 10 for me before I even start talking about it. First of all, it's one of my favorite Stephen King books. So that's Salem's Lot. I love the 1979 movie. Super freaking creepy, especially when you've seen it as a kid. This one is directed by Gary Doberman. So this is his first directing. However, he wrote Annabelle Comes Home, It Chapter 2, and The Nun.
Damn.
So he has got the writing. He's got the writing. So I'm hoping that, even though he's going to be doing Stephen King's work, which we all know is one of the hardest to put on film. There's
the guy's books are like this. It's like this thick, no lie, bro.
I mean, but there's very few movies that were done that gave the book justice. And I mean, for me, the only one I can truly rave of is like Misery is number one. Like the book and the movie are pretty much the same.
Take the money.
But yeah, so that one I'm looking forward to. I mean, it's vampires. I want to say that I do know that, and I can't remember what his name is, but Bill Pullman's son is in it. Which he's up and coming. So
who's that? I see him recently in something.
I know that he was in Bad Times at El Royale.
No, it wasn't that. It was something recently.
Awesome movie.
Blew my mind. Like that's Bill Pullman's kid. Get the fuck out of there. That's when I found out that the guy who plays U.S. agent is fucking Kurt Russell's kid.
Oh,
God, what's his name?
Yeah. I think his name.
Bro, he is
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell is Kurt Russell reincarnated, bro. It's amazing. I saw him in Black Mirror. I'm like, this guy is fucking Kurt Russell. He has his mannerisms, the way he talks, everything, his appearance.
Yeah.
Actually, he was just in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, wait a minute. That's probably where it was then. I just saw that. That's an amazing movie. By the way.
He was in that. So he's
cool
in that.
Pull. It's always better to watch a movie before reading books, so don't get disappointed. I don't read books, unfortunately, so not that I don't like reading books. I have issues with letters, if you know what I'm saying.
Actually, one of Stephen King's short stories I read, and me and you talked about this film plenty of times, Rick, and they did the movie, and it didn't get any kind of...
Cole. Huh? No, I was thinking Cole for the comment.
Yeah, Night Flyer.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Miguel
that's
Ferrer,
like
my boy. Son.
excellent freaking
What?
story.
That is such an underrated film, man.
It
More people need
is.
to watch
You
that.
can't find it anywhere.
Miguel Ferrer,
I
right?
own it. I have that movie in my
Oh
collection.
my
Yes.
God, I
Is
love
that-
that movie.
Is that Miguel Ferrer?
Yeah.
That
Miguel Ferrer, yeah.
movie is so good.
Oh, such a great movie. You seen it, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I just finished saying how much of a king. I haven't read Night Flyer, but I've seen any Stephen King movies that come out. I have seen them.
Night Flyer is good, even though I didn't pick this one of what I'm looking forward to. But I did read the Boogeyman, the short story Boogeyman. That's a very good story too, and the fact that it's coming out in theaters. Originally, it was going to be streamed, and he decided that they did basically a live screening for it, and people raved over how good the movie was. And he decided, you know what, I'm not going to put it on Hulu. It's going to go straight to theaters. I don't know when that's coming out, but yeah, I mean, Stephen King. The thing with Stephen King, his movies are like hit or miss. And it's not always his fault because he doesn't like the.
It's
He
a
doesn't
known
like
fact. Stephen King hates The Shining. The movie,
does,
yes.
Kubrick, he is not a fan of The Shining.
He liked the remake.
And it's a classic to most
Yes.
people. You know? So,
But I will say that the ABC miniseries of The Shining
with Steve
kept
Weber,
to the Stephen Weber
Weber,
and Rebecca
yeah.
De Mornay
That was
kept
good.
kept to it, and that one was
Yeah.
also good. That's the whole thing, though. First, it's weird. It is another good example. The miniseries is awesome. The movies also awesome. They can translate it for the miniseries. The miniseries always turned out to be some, were not always that great, but they were still good. But it's when they put them in the movies that somehow they can't seem to get his books on the screen.
Yeah.
But yet on TV you can get it.
Probably because on TV it's usually miniseries, so there's more time to flesh out the characters and the story.
Yeah.
But Joe, Philip's Lot. Now, let me ask you this again. I don't do research, but is this a remake or a reimagining? What is it?
Well, I guess just another reimagining. He's just doing the book. It's a
film. It's a film, not a TV series. Right?
Yes, it was a film. Well, no, the first one was a film.
No, I mean this new one coming up.
This one is a film. Yeah.
Gotcha. Nah.
But I think it's gonna be one that's gonna be kind of like how they did with It, where it was 2 chapters. Because there's a lot. This one is a lot that deserves like. Good
What's the name of the
time.
vampire again? Oh my god, I forgot his name.
Well, the guy who actually played.
Can't edit this, my boy.
I know.
I'm sorry. You're just.
Oh no, that's okay. I purposely
I apologize.
said it loud enough for you to hear it. I knew what to edit.
Okay, Marlowe or something like that, right?
Well, the guy who actually played one of the characters in this actually passed away. Of the original Salem's Lot.
The original. Oh yeah.
Lance Kerwin. He
Just passed away recently.
Actually, it was a miniseries, not a movie. The original one.
It was. You're right. It was enough.
It was good too.
Mm-hmm. My brain is drawing a blank, and everybody pretty much knows why. So, oh, you know what? And by the way, that one was directed by Toby Hopper. The 1979. Toby Hopper.
Toby Hooper.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a Toby Hooper joint. Hell yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P. His birthday was just a couple days ago? Yesterday.
Yeah.
I
I did notice that.
All right, GR, Salem's Lot, man. Chat us up, brother. What you think about it? What I look for this guy's name?
No, Salem's Lot was. I mean, it's one of those. You have certain horror films that, not for nothing, you wish that they remade because with the special effects now, I mean, you don't have to use the CGI, but with the special effects, the actors in these days, they could pull off some of these movies.
Arlo.
I said that. It was Marlowe. That's right.
Arlo. Kurt Barlow.
Barlow. I said
B.
Okay, I was close.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, this is one of those movies that I'm glad it's being, remade.
Me too. I'm glad they're bringing it back because it's been a minute, man. And
Not only has it been a minute, it's been a long time since we had, once again, a good vampire
I know, man.
movie.
A little kid, because in the original, remember the little kid in the window?
Yes, that was one of the creepiest scenes.
Yeah, and especially when you see it as
that
a
scene
kid.
to this day is still fucking creepy, bro.
It is.
And they remade that scene in a show on Epics. What the hell is the name of it?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah.
From
I
yet?
didn't see it, but I know what you mean.
Yes, they actually did that scene in it. The minute you see that scene, you're like, oh my god, this is Salem's Lot. And yes, I mean, I'm looking forward to this one. Like I said, we haven't had a good vampire film, and unfortunately, we haven't had a good vampire film, a good Frankenstein film. All the original monsters we have, they just gone to waste lately, and we need a vampire film. And Salem's Lot is one that could really put the vampires back on the, on the forefront spotlight once again.
Yeah.
And the thing too, it's a good storyline. It's actually a good storyline based on it.
There's a Wolfman and the Wolfman either in already production or post production. They're going to be bringing back. I could have sworn I read that they're going to start doing the monster movies again.
They are. They started with the originally started with Benicio del Toro's Wolfman. That was what started the Universal's new monster thing, but it didn't go where they wanted it. The Mummy with Tom Cruise was supposed to be another one that was supposed to be part of it, and they just haven't had any luck with the monsters lately.
Well, because you got to give it a good story. Again, if you're just gonna, it's you have to have the combination of both for a good monster movie.
When I was a kid, I always confused Barlow with Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "That's the same guy." What's this?
Nosferatu. That's another one that's coming up too.
Yeah, isn't it?
And, Skarsgård is playing him.
Yeah, he is, bro.
So,
because for me, if you ask me, hey, what's the best what's the latest best vampire movie or series you ever watched? I'm gonna tell you Underworld.
That's true. So it's a good question. How about you, Joe? What would you say? That's a good question, though, Joe. Yeah.
Series or movie?
No, anything.
Anything.
What's
no,
30
days a night.
30 days a night. See, for me, I gotta think, man. You guys are quick on that.
Oh, because that's 30 days a night is like my number one.
Yeah, you like it that much?
Because they're even scary. Like, the other ones are a little bit slower. Like, these guys were vicious. Like, they tore your. Those vampires fucking scared.
What's with this guy? Josh Hartnett was in that, right?
Yeah.
What happened to that guy?
Well, he was in Penny Dreadful.
He was good at Penny Dreadful. He played Wolfman in Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, he was the Wolf in Penny Dreadful.
Your boy Bill Skarsgård was on Hemlock Grove, which is the second ever Netflix streaming.
Yes.
So, JR, well, any of you guys, I know JR knows. What was the first one? The first Netflix streaming series ever. The first one. Hemlock Grove was the second one. What was the first one? And this started everything. That
Wasn't
you
it
could binge
Orange is the New Black?
Nope.
No, it was in House of Cards, right?
House of Cards. That's it. Yeah.
Kevin Spacey. That's a good series. That's a very good series.
That changed everything because now people that's what they want now. They want everything all at once now. They want to consume everything and binge everything and not sleep and not eat and not shit and not do anything. Just binge.
Whoa. You can still watch it while you're shitting, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. That is true. Well, yeah, you can watch it while you eat and shit at the same time. Yeah, well, not at the same time.
I like watching when I'm watering my plants, So yeah, you can watch it anywhere.
No, I'm just fucking around. Oh, we got who's this? Vampire films are brutal. You know what? Night Flyer, Kristen. If you haven't seen Night Flyer and you want a brutal vampire film that's not for the faint of heart, and it's not that it's overly violent or gory, but just the tone of the film is so dreadful, man. Holy shit.
And the dialogue is good between him and the vampire.
Really good.
Amazing.
And the vampire looked amazing. Like, I've never seen a vampire look like that. The guy was... I don't want to spoil it. Just watch it. All right. Love vampire books, but only good movies are really old. You know what, Cole Pull? That's, a good... That goes with anything to me. To me, all the best stuff... There's exceptions, of course, but it's usually done... practical, like in this late 70s 80s, like stuff now is too flashy, like you got vampires now and you think of like Twilight. That's what this generation thinks
they glow in the dark. You don't want them glowing in the dark.
What's funny about it that both Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart, both of them really good actors, man. If you haven't seen Underwater, check that out.
That one.
Oh my! And what I like about Kristen Stewart is she takes these roles, she's unrecognizable. Whether she shaves her head, she played Joan Jett in The Runaways. She looked just like her in a sense. She's good. She's good. And Pattinson, come on, it's Batman, bro. Come on, son.
Underwater was real good.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Cthulhu. Any movie that got
Yeah.
Cthulhu in it, bro, it's a win in my book.
It was
All right,
good.
let's keep it moving. What we got? JR, is you or Joe? JR, it's your turn. So, JR, here we go. We're going to the nitty gritty here, Joe. JR. I'm sorry, guys. I keep JR, Joe, these guys, like, they're brothers, so you know them, bro. Hit it up.
All right. April 21, 2023. For me, probably the most anticipated movie of the whole year. I know everybody's looking forward to this. When we go away from the wooden cabin to fucking New York for Evil Dead Rise. Now, if you
Hold
don't
on,
know,
pause. New
I
York?
think it's New York.
They're
I
in
think
New
it is New York. I, could
I
be
thought
wrong.
that was Scream.
No, they're both going into bigger
They're
cities.
both going to New York?
Yeah.
What the
I was
fuck?
like sitting there going, damn, it's a... Well, now we know.
Let me
That's
double
what-
check.
see, I don't
that.
watch trailers,
Let me
so I
make
wouldn't
sure
know
get
that.
the right thing.
Joe's over. JR spoiling shit for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
Love
no,
Twilight, but not really good for vampire movie. You know, Twilight. Rosita Espinosa from The Walking Dead. She was on Twilight, so hey, man, it's all good, brother.
yeah, make sure it's New York. I just want to make sure it's New York. If I get mine, I don't want
We
to
live, brother. We live. Get
hey, man, you got to make sure that
I'm like seeing him like, damn it, I took notes. He's gonna start ask questions with stuff I ain't got.
Hell yeah, bro. We live. Is this a foreign movie? Which one, P Rock? You talking about Evil Dead? Oh, he's talking about what was talking before that?
the
Salem's Lot. We're talking.
which one you talking about?
Yeah, literally, which one?
His-
He's saying the
his-
names.
Oh, JR's pick. Yeah, Evil Dead. No, that's not foreign. No.
No, Evil Dead's not a foreign film. Evil Dead Rise is basically the fifth installment of the
yes.
Evil Dead franchise.
Fucking New York, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, see, thank you, Selena, for looking for. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
yeah.
think about it though. We have two. Joe's gonna talk about the other one, but we have another basically movie that we're used to. We're accustomed to the cabin in the woods. The fact that we're going down to a apartment complex, and then it's like there has to be that Necromonicon. I mean that's not basically a sport. There's no Evil Dead without the book.
Of
And
course not.
and yes, I did unfortunately watch the Red Band trailer. And
Don't say nothing.
No.
I don't. You know what? I don't understand. Why watch a
No more
trailer?
trailers.
Why watch a trailer when you got all the
my
gore?
green screen in the process.
Yeah, fix that. So,
I think I hit my camera. No.
see,
Okay, so
hold on, man. Just
it's the
fix that.
moon. I'm just
JR,
gonna hold it right there.
Joe, go ahead. Talk while he fixes it.
You're just pulling a Joe right
I
now.
can't. My OCD, that's killing me, man. That little corner keeps looking at me, bro. Yeah, Joe, hit us up.
This one I'm looking forward to also.
He loves those foreign movies.
mean,
That's why he said
no.
that.
there is his second pick was a foreign movie.
Second
But that's why he said, is that a foreign film? He's being funny.
Yeah, he makes fun.
P-Rock.
Come on, man. Foreign films are awesome, man.
P-Rock. Yeah, Selena. All right. Yeah,
But,
so
yeah, no, like this one is another one I'm looking forward to because I thoroughly enjoyed.
I didn't know it was in New York.
The what do you call it? What do we keep calling him? Not reboot,
Reimagine.
reimagining. So I like the first one. Is it going to connect with that one, or is this going to be another standalone? Which again, I'm good with the standalones also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Movies don't all have to always connect. If you have if the book itself can only be the only connection, you don't need to have the characters all connect.
But here's the thing: is in this film, you had basically Bruce Campbell produced it, Robert Tapper produced it, Sam Raimi produced it, and they also produced the 2013 one. So the fact that this movie has their complete backing, it's even better because I mean, now the thing I'm gonna say is, 2013 one was amazing. So this one has a lot to basically prove, because if it could be better than the 2013 one, this franchise is going to continue going and they're ready. I mean, I'm glad they did another Evil Dead franchise. This is one of the franchises. I know you're a big Evil Dead fan, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one of those franchises that you wish constantly continue because it has so much. There's still so much backstory in this franchise, especially with the Necromonicon, that you could dive into. And I'm glad that they're doing it. And the fact is, now we're doing a family. We're doing a mother with her kids, which is one of Rick's pet peeves.
You know what? But you know what? I have faith. So
yes. No, the Evil Dead Rise. Like I said, I did see the trailer. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm happy they're keeping the gore aspect of it because that is one thing about 2013 one. And actually, the other ones, the gore was always there. And if the gore is non-existent, don't even make the franchise. Don't even make the movie. But the fact that they're doing that.
Oh, Raimi's in it. The gore is going to be there. And it's going to be just like all his other ones. So I don't doubt that that's not going to be there.
Well, the way they said it is if you watch the trailer, the Red Band trailer, the gore they show in the Red Band trailer is nothing compared to what's in the movie. And when they say,
you saw the movie with him, motherfucker?
No, I saw the Red Band trailer, and then basically talked about it, man. They were like,
when you saw that Red Band trailer, what was your reaction?
I was excited, dude.
See? Now imagine that excitement while you're watching the movie for the first time. So now when you go watch the movie, you're going to see everything you just saw, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's in the trailer.
But remember, that doesn't happen all the time, a.k.a. Barbarian.
It's still in there, though. But the gore is still in there. You just said it's gory.
No, but they only showed bits of it. They didn't show like the...
No, that's fine. You know what? I'm not saying you can't watch trailers. I'm just...
Yeah.
You can do it.
But like for me, because when we reviewed Sick, the trailer, I actually had seen the trailer, and the first thing that had been in my head the whole time was like,
mother.
Well, I'm like, oh, what role is she gonna have? And then the whole movie goes by, she pops up. I'm like,
yo, Gio, I'm gonna challenge you one day, one movie. All right, the next big Marvel movie. Now you might cheat, but I have confidence you won't.
No trailers?
Don't watch no trailers. The very first film that I stopped watching trailers was Avengers Infinity War. And when I saw that movie in the theater, blind, the greatest experience in the theater. I was blown away. And since that day, I said goodbye to watching trailers. So try it. I'll let you know what movie. So, Joe, Evil Dead, man. Like for me too, I'm pumped because I don't know. I just found out it's in New York. Not that that's a spoiler. Trust me, that don't bother me. That's pretty interesting because that's a different layer to the Evil Dead franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree, Selena.
Yeah, she's another one. Get out of here. Bouncer rider, you know? Yeah, Evil Dead, man. So what I really like about this is, like you mentioned before, GR, it has Raimi, Tapper, it has the original foundation working with the newer filmmakers to make this film, and I love that. Yeah. I love having newer filmmakers tackle. So that's how you discover new talent, and it got the older generation leading the newer generation. It's giving them this foundation to succeed, and they're staying out their way. They're letting them stay creative. You know what I'm saying? But working with them, imagine somebody working with you, right? Sam Raimi, he's giving me confidence. You know what, Rick? I'm gonna let you direct Evil Dead. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, he's got confidence in me. Or I gotta make this really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just the fact that he stays out of, he's not micromanaging everything. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they keep it practical. I hope I haven't seen the trailer, but I hope it's a practical film like the last one.
Well, you also have to think one of Raimi's thing is people getting involved in his movies. Yeah, that's why he doesn't like working with a really big studio.
I'm sorry, Joe. Go. Are you done? I'm waiting for a movie to scare me so bad that it'll be sitting on my wife's lap, sucking my phone. You know what? That's
stupid. There's something out there, but
that's a good call because what film really is for us, like horror fans? What movie still scares us? Like, I watched The Last of Us now, and twice the cold open scared the fuck out of me. And there's no monsters; it's all real life shit, and that's fucking scary to me. That to me is what makes me afraid. So.
I'm trying to think.
Only two movies that really scared me.
Yeah, you know what, P-Rock? I got your back, son, because I knew that wasn't you, bro. I knew that, I knew that wasn't
I was gonna say that the name of that movie is Debbie.
My boy never says suck in his phone. That's not in his vocabulary. But yeah, Evil Dead Rise, man. Anything else you guys want to touch upon before we move on?
No.
No, basically that's it. I mean, it's one of those films. Like last year, we had a sprinkle of a bunch of sequels or additions to franchises that disappointed. Let's be honest. The only one that didn't disappoint was Scream. Out of all the additions to franchises, that's the only one that didn't disappoint.
Scream was good.
Jeepers sucked. Hellraiser sucked. Halloween Ends sucked. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sorry, Rick.
Hey, bro, I like the gore in it. I never said it was a good movie.
Yeah, but now we have one where, I mean, the fact that, once again, Sam Raimi gave it its blessing, Bruce Campbell gave it its blessing. I mean, you know they're not going to disappoint us.
Kristen, why is it a pet peeve? Which one? I'm sorry, I don't know.
The trailers.
Oh, trailers? Why is it a pet peeve? Yeah, elaborate. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to do so many things, so I apologize for that. Elaborate, please, if you can. I would love to answer that question. Yes, but to piggyback on that, you're right. You named all those films, and they all were underwhelming at best.
Yes.
You know, for the franchises they were trying to push forward into this generation. So
I forgot Hellraiser.
you said that.
I'm gonna say it again because it sucked.
I wouldn't say it sucked.
It wasn't bad. It just was.
It's just
way down. It was way down.
They held back on the gore from the originals.
Megan, yeah.
They pampered it to the point where you only had one scene at the end where they tried to equal the gore of the originals, and it didn't work. It was too late for that.
Yeah.
And that's
I think when me and Joe reviewed it, I was not a fan of like the main characters. I did love the Cenobites were dope though. I liked the
dope.
Yeah,
I love the look of the
Cenobites
Cenobites.
but the character, like you weren't rooting for
You didn't
anybody.
care
that
for the
were not.
characters.
No,
I want to see
no.
Megan. You guys, we haven't. You guys haven't seen Megan,
it.
right?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm interested
Not yet.
in watching it.
Unfortunately, for movies that are theater only release, I'm a little slow because I like to watch my movies with my brothers, right? And if they're not gonna watch it, there's no point because I want to review it. You know what I mean? So, but we're gonna try and fix that soon. We're all gonna get together. These newer movies, we're all on it. But Megan, I do want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was comedy fun.
I did hear that. That's all right though. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that. I guess what I read that the girl who played Megan, she wore an animatronic face the whole time. So to have to act with like some face like stuck to your face, it's got to be pretty cool and freaky at the same time.
The line of the fucking week. A face attached to your face. That's scary. Joe, what you got? What you got?
Me, my last one. It's one of my favorite franchises. I mean, granted, it's had a couple movies here and there, some hiccups, but is the next Scream. Same thing with Evil Dead Rise. They're going to New York. And Rick, I think you said one of your favorite of the Friday the 13th is when Jason goes to Manhattan, right?
No, hold on. No. It's not one of my favorites.
I
It's a
thought you
guilty
really.
pleasure.
Oh, okay. Guilty
I said
pleasures.
the only
Sorry.
Friday the 13th movie that Ricky Grimes does not like is the one that he's not even in at all. And what was that? The one where you ate his heart and you became Jason, some bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever movie.
Where they bit the heart.
Seven.
Yeah.
That's seven. That was seven. Hated that film, but I love every Jason movie to an extent because even the bad ones are fun. So
All right, but a guilty pleasure. Sorry, I thought you loved it. But anyway, so now Ghostface is going to New York. So I mean, I'm looking forward to that. I with those movies, you almost always have great kills in it.
oh yeah.
Characters, like even the ones that are meant to be unlikable are unlikable, but you like them too.
By design, and it works.
You know, so I unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get past that. You know, Sydney's not gonna be in it. We'll see if maybe if this was gonna be another trilogy that she'll pop up in there. I don't know, but I'm still looking forward to it. I mean, Jenny's gonna be back. Actually, all the survivors are back.
You know, I think after Scream 4, which is the one that if you haven't seen, I'm sorry, spoiler alert. Doo-doo, that Emma Roberts was a killer. Which one was that? 4. That's the only one that I was like, oh man, I gotta watch it again to be fair, but I was underwhelmed.
I see in my thing, I didn't see that it was I'm pretty good at somehow figuring them out.
Man, I guess that's.
And when the reveal came, I didn't see it at all.
I saw it.
I knew that she was working with the guy, you know. And speaking of that one, because Scream 6 is the return of Kirby, because Kirby survived that one.
Yeah, Kirby. I'm looking forward. I haven't seen her in forever. Hayden, what's her name? Panettiere? How you say her name?
Hayden Panettiere.
Oh man, I haven't seen her since that movie, I think.
Oh, she was doing that show about
the third one did me in.
Yeah, third one did me. So see, Cole and me, Chris and Nicole are on the same, like.
Well, see, the third one, I just didn't like the storyline in the third one at all. Like,
which one? Who was the killer in that one?
That one, that was her brother.
Mother?
It was her brother.
Sydney's brother?
Scott Foley was Sydney's brother. So they got him. They were making the movie, and basically they recreated the town. Now the only thing I liked about that movie is Parker Posey. I'm a huge Parker Posey fan, and just that's my only favorite part of that movie. But just the connection, I felt it was a bit of sloppy to wrap up that trilogy. But 4, I liked 4. I guess 4 for me is my guilty pleasure.
I'm not saying 4 is a bad film. I was underwhelmed with the killers. Like I was like, oh man. And what was 5? Which one was 5?
5 was
the one that
came out. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Joe. You said and this goes for you too, GR. Joe, you said you're not underwhelmed. You're disappointed Sydney isn't coming back. Now, she is a major character, obviously. She was the main character, but what did she really add to the last film, honestly?
Not much. So, but if you're basically, I mean, she kind of started this.
But she does.
So at least kill her off.
I agree. She should have
at least kill her off.
Yeah.
So you know, and if it's I guess the whole thing is about money. She felt that and
I don't blame her though.
You know, for almost all of these, you eventually hear, "Hello, Sydney." All of them have that, so you're not going to hear it in this one. You know, so for anybody who loves these movies, and you wait for that "Hello, Sydney" phone call. But again, you're giving it's the younger generation, which are tied to a lot of the the other movies. So I'm open to stuff like that, so long the movie's good.
Yeah.
If you start, if now just for the sake of making a change and the kills going over the top and then fucking up your movie, then that's where I'm gonna get pissed at it.
Yeah, Scream 5 was a lot of fun. I remember us reviewing it, and we all were pretty universal across the board in our enjoyment of the film. GR, anything you want to add to that?
Well, I mean, I know like some of the stuff I've seen where people were like upset about was they have a scene where it shows Ghostface with a gun and like, oh no, Ghostface is.
I saw that image. Yeah.
He doesn't carry guns, and
But you know who do? You know who carries guns?
Who?
Art the Clown. sorry. Every video I gotta get in Terrifier somewhere.
That was one knock I seen, and then you have the big mystery is if Stu's coming back because apparently he survived.
God, I hope he doesn't. Please, no.
We don't still bring him back because
he's dead. He died. We don't need the fan service.
I'll be honest.
I'm a big fan of what's his name? Lillard, Matthew Lillard, right?
Yeah.
Great guy, great human being, but I don't need to see him again. He's dead. The character's gone.
Well,
apparently he's not.
Are you serious?
That's one of the theories, rumors going
I
around.
won't like that. I'm
he's
gonna tell this right now.
He's gonna show up. And like, I'll be honest, I only saw Scream 1 and 2. I never seen 3 or 4.
What the fuck? You talking about me, Joe? Get this phone.
Never seen 3 or 4.
All right,
I'm being
hold
honest.
on.
I enjoyed 5, but look at Joe's face. Is he?
And I'm not frozen. No, I'm like in total shock. Like what? Like
I never seen 3 or 4.
wow.
Oh, I
What?
don't know. Yeah, I never seen
What?
3 or 4.
What the fuck are you doing? Go, JR. All right. Go
But
on.
you
That's like, I can tell you, Paranormal Activity, I've seen 1, 2, and 3. I didn't see the marked ones.
That was good. Mark Mons was fucking good.
What would choose the 5th one?
After Mark Mons, I lost track. I don't know.
Oh, that's the one that we reviewed.
Oh,
that's the
sucks.
one next to
Kin?
Next to Kin?
Next to Kin.
That was trash. That was trash.
Wow, I can't believe you didn't. What?
Nah, I
Wow.
didn't see it, man. Sorry.
Wow. See, Joe said you don't like part 4, really, and this guy's never seen it. I went to the theaters.
That's why I'm saying anything. It's just a
I
question.
like if
Again,
I watch all sequels.
It's
like
not
I
that
said,
4
even
was
if they're gonna
bad.
be
I just the reveal at the end. Just I was like, oh, I saw it a mile away, and it just. All right, JR. Even God, the lead is feisty today, man. Fucking all that shit. Look at JR. So, all right, Screen 6. Joe, when's it coming out?
I don't know.
Damn, I'm sorry, man. You know what it is? When I asked JR earlier,
I thought when you
Joe,
hold
I
on.
knew immediately.
I thought when you wanted to know what my list was that you'd have this information. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
You know what? But you know how we roll, Joe.
I do know. Hold on. I do know how you roll. You
What I'm
have
trying
the
to
information.
No, what I'm trying to say is we always pull up Wikipedia on the spot, so
I know.
or IMDb. So,
No, I'm using Google.
Sorry.
anyway, so
Is there any movie that we haven't talked about, Rick, that you're interested in?
nah, man, the major films that you guys already covered. You know, these little ones here and there, like the Meg. I'm a big Shark fan, so I was not a fan of the original one, to be honest, but I will give the second one a chance. But even
I
that,
liked the first one.
You did?
It was
Yes,
too comedy. It
I
was too comedy.
freaking love.
I was all in.
enjoyed the
Eli
comedy.
Roth. You know, Eli Roth was supposed to do it, but they didn't want to make it his way because it was too violent. So they made it the PG-13 way, and we got what we got with Jason Statham. But it's a fun movie. I'm not gonna lie.
That poor little dog.
It could
But
have been
survived,
better,
though.
dude.
Survived. See, that's why I would elevate that film because they killed the dog, but nope, they brought it back.
No, you know what was the worst scene in that whole movie? And don't remember, Megan's a fun movie. How you gonna have a big ass shark go to the beach with all these people swimming above them and not eat nobody? I mean, that just bothered the hell out of me.
PG-13. That's why,
Yes.
JR. PG-13.
Yeah.
Now, there's another film, Knock at the Cabin. Joe told me about this first. Now, I'm interested in this film. Hold on, let me grab the side. Hold on.
It's one of our.
I'm interested in this because I hear so far early reviews. I don't read them, but you see the headlines. They say this movie's carried by a great performance by Dave Bautista. I respect Dave because he don't want to do superhero movies no more because he feels that's like he wants to act. He's a character. Have you seen Blade Runner, the latest one? He had like a little tiny role in that, but holy shit, his scene was amazing. You guys seen that?
Yeah, I think he's the main antagonist in the Knock in the Cabin.
He is. He's the main. Yeah, he's the main character. That's M. Night film, Joe.
M. Night. And guess
so
what?
Far, and the hair is really, really dark.
Guess what?
Film. What up?
I'm going Monday to go see it.
Oh fuck! I gotta beat you to it. I gotta watch it.
Monday.
Yo, Monday, Joe. We ain't gonna watch it.
Adam and I were going for a walk. I'm like, hey, want to
watch which one?
Knock on the Cabin. The M. Night movie.
I hear is a dark film that Bautista gives an awesome performance.
Well, I forgot. I know that it also has Jonathan Groff.
All right, I like Bautista. Yeah, he's a good actor. If you watch his little role in the Blade Runner, the last one with Ryan Gosling, right? He was in. That was him.
Yeah.
His little role, man. He acted his ass off, bro. He was so good in that movie.
Dude,
and he's in Glass Onion. He's a good actor. Me neither. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen Knives Out, and
Oh, Knives Out was so good.
It's not streaming anymore. I'm fucking
It's
pissed.
so
But anyway,
good.
yes. Adam, here we go. I'm going on a date to see this Monday. Oh, he's going on a date. Who you going with, Adam? That's pretty cool. M. Night is my guy. Yeah, M. Night. Unless old was.
This is the only way that I can get like that, to get him into the theater for a horror movie. Like Scream, he'll do. But if I come with some random, he's like, yeah, not
Brothers,
really.
Ricky
But then I'm like, M.
Ricky
Night.
Brown's need a refill. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
All right.
Whoever wants to carry the show.
All right, yeah.
All right. But yeah, so we're, like I said, we're gonna go see that one because I love M. Night, and I think we've except for Lady in the Water, we've seen them almost all of them in the theater.
What was one of Batista's first roles, though? See if you know this one. Anybody, Debbie? You know one of Batista's first roles?
No, not off the top of my head, except for playing Batista in the WWE. What?
Man with the Iron Fist. He
In
played
what?
Ron's body.
In the man,
The Man with the Iron Fist, which was written by RZA from Wu-Tang Clan, which was a martial arts movie.
oh,
Batista was in it. And he played one of the assassins he would make his body turn into like metal.
like Colossus.
Yes. That was a very good movie with him. I mean, yeah, I read the article where he was talking about it. He's done. He's done with superhero movies. He doesn't want to do anything at all.
Yeah, because I don't think he's gonna do it. He's not gonna do anything for DC.
No, because DC's Gunn's getting backlash if he brings any of the Guardians to DC because they're saying you already did that. We don't need to see any of those guys.
Yeah.
Do movies with the new guys.
No, I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You don't want to see none of these guys in DC. You rather have DC putting unfamiliar faces in these roles, But,
Well, while he comes back, since we're doing movies, you saw that Doom Patrol. This is its last, because that's kind of horror comic. So
it
you
is.
saw it's the last season, right?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking disappointed. I was hoping that with Gunn there, because he likes the show. He said, I was hoping that we'd get one more season. So I'll still get Adam to watch it.
No, it's a good show.
Yeah, same thing. Like I waited a little too long to watch it, but now
I told you guys about it too.
I know, and then fucking Rick comes out of nowhere. He's like, "I'm on this episode." I'm like, "Damn,
On what?
Doom
Patrol?
Doom
A
Patrol,
Marvel
yeah.
guy told a DC guy about the show.
Hold on. Oh, maybe I'm not a Marvel guy.
No,
I'm
Joe.
a comic book guy.
I told Joe, I was like, "Yo, Joe, you need to watch Doom Patrol."
It's over though. That's the last season now. They canceled it.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna get another. I think like 6
No?
episodes.
Oh yeah, for this season.
Yeah. Part two, like the second.
I saw somebody posting right on Twitter. They're like, "Oh, they canceled Doom Patrol. If you've never seen it, you need to watch it." And they shared a clip. And there was a clip when Flex Mentallo came out. He was flexing and everybody started having orgasms. And somebody commented like, "Yeah, the same non-Doom Patrol fans are gonna watch this clip and not really want to watch this shit."
That's a great show. It sucks.
It is.
to do it.
What's he talking about? I'm sorry. But even though his character is funny, he has to... Oh, Batista. Yes. You know what? I haven't seen Dune. You guys saw Dune?
No, I have not yet.
Dude, it's
Hold on, I gotta take a quick break myself
Okay.
too. So.
how to put it this way without ruining the movie. It's very
Long?
slow.
Oh,
Dude, well, think about it. When you watch the original, I think the original was what, 3 hours? I think the original was 3 hours, right?
Guardians. Debbie, thank you.
Yeah, I think the original was 3 hours long, something like that.
It was...
But this one is, they took basically, all right, you remember the original, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so basically, the first section they have is where he finds it goes up to the point where he finds the people, the desert tribe, and then they start talking about the worms, and then it stops there. So basically, they maybe took like half of the first movie and decided, oh, we're gonna make that into a 2.5 hour film. And the guy who plays More Deep I'm not a fan of him. He's just freaking boring.
What is it? What actor?
I don't know. It's the
You know
first
what's
time I
his
heard of him.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's the first time I heard of him, and it's just like it's. I wanted to like it, but I had such a hard time because I'm a massive fan of Dune. I think Dune is one of these films that, once again, a film that you kind of glad was remade, but I think they could have went. I mean, supposedly it's more towards the book, but still, that the main character is just so boring. I mean, I can't stand him. And your boy's in it too. Jason
Oscar
Momoa.
Isaac. Oh, who?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac is in it too.
Yeah.
Moon Knight represent, son.
Yeah, it's slow. It's real slow.
Yeah, what else? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm just long movie, bro. Like, I want to see Avatar. I'm gonna see it. But oh my god! First of all, I wear glasses, right? To sit in a theater over 3 hours with fucking 3D glasses on, and I had to watch it 3D. You don't know what it is to be glasses wearer and have other glasses on top of your glasses for over 3 hours.
Yeah, I can't. I mean,
Why I gotta make this
I
so
do
long,
with
man?
Marvel stuff, but I'm a massive Marvel fan. If you want me to sit there for 3 hours, it has to be good. And
Speaking of Marvel, we're a horror channel, right?
yes,
Did you enjoy Werewolf by Night?
I love Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
You know, and I was thinking about that the other night because I was going through Disney because I have a habit. I like sometimes going back and watch some of the older Marvel films. So I'll pick one that guy and rewatch this one, see if I missed something. You know, so I was rewatching the Doctor Strange multiverse one, and I was like, hold up, we did not do Werewolf by Night review.
No.
We could have.
You know what's funny? I was gonna do it as a part of driving theater, but I didn't want to use clips because Disney would be all over my ass. All right, Kristen. Only way I'll be sitting in a theater for 3 hours. The cinema needs to have recliners. 3 hours is long, 1,000%. It needs recliners. And the things with me, it sounds bad, but I can't watch a movie sober. I gotta be nice. And when you're nice, you tend to use the bathroom a lot. And if you're going nice, your buzz and your high is gone by and unless you want to go out and smoke a doob within at the hour mark, you're gonna miss 20 minutes of the movie. So it's yeah, no, I know.
Oh, we know. The first 30 minutes.
I'll tell you what, though, the only movie that my P-Rock definitely sat through was Revenge of... What's the movie with Yoda?
Revenge of the Fifth?
No, new one.
Oh,
the worst one in my opinion. No. What's the worst one?
with Yoda? The newest ones with the Rise of Skywalker?
The second one. Rise of Skywalker. Right? Yes.
The Rise of Skywalker was...
That's the last
one. No, that was the third.
Wait, what's the third one?
Rise of Skywalker was the third one. Force Awakens was the first one.
No, we know what you meant, Dev.
The hell was the second one?
The one with fucking Mark Hamill with Luke, and he was horrible.
Yeah,
well, Mark Hamill wasn't horrible. The writing of Luke was horrible. What? Damn, man. Yeah, I want to watch. Yeah, I want to watch it. Avatar, I want to watch it. Yeah, dude. A Force Awakens. Jesus Christ, how did I forget this? Rise of Skywalker. That was the last one, right?
Rise of Skywalker was the last one.
Come on, chat. Somebody must know this, man. We're feeling hardcore. I don't want to look it up.
No, I'm gonna.
You can look it up, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna feel so stupid when you say it.
Alright, it was Force Awakens.
Hold on, before you say it, Joe, you're a Star Wars fan?
Yeah.
Alright, the movie where Luke was written horribly. The second film in the last trilogy. Which one was that?
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. See? Nice. The Last Jedi. Yeah. Why did I read The Last Jedi?
Who's the most hated character out of all of the Star Wars?
Most hated? Jar Jar Binks.
Ray.
How rude.
No.
Ooh.
Jar Jar. Not Ray. Jar. How rude. I can't even do it.
How rude. You know what's funny? I love Jar Jar. I was the only motherfucker that loved Jar Jar. But I agree. A little bit too much of Jar Jar in episode 1. Oh, yeah. A little too much. After these last 3 Star Wars movies, though, they make the prequels look fucking amazing.
Oh,
If you go back and watch the prequels, they feel like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Last three did not, in my opinion.
Well, so for
they don't feel like Star Wars, man.
the thing is, the first one, like as I'm watching it, I'm like,
Cool. Yeah,
I was like, is it? Are we watching like the same exact? Like, are we watching A New Hope just called The Force Awakens with different character names, and it just felt like they repeated it. I still kind of like the special
What's
effects.
so bothering me is the last scene where she finally finds Luke, and they have that long
Pause.
They're just like staring at each other. Like, all right, is this him? And 5 minutes later, still.
No,
Come on.
What
man.
annoyed me was how quickly she was able to master the Force. That
Still
quick.
here, been listening to my earbuds while hooking my patience up.
Your
Honestly,
patience
thank you.
okay.
I'm sure your patience appreciates.
Actually, the patient that I'll send it to you guys later. But
Yeah, Christian, the Last Jedi, Christian. Thank you. That's the one. I don't know how I forgot about that.
the patient I had last night, as he had put his arm up for something, he had a Jason, the mask, and blood on his forearm. And I'm like, can I take a picture of that? He goes, sure. I'm like, me and my brothers do a show. And he's like, oh, what's the name of it? So in the morning when I gave him the paperwork, I gave him the Instagram and the thing of the show. He's like, I'm going to have to check it out. But now I'm thinking I want a hard tattoo.
I want to get a heart tattoo as well, but
Terrified. Come on. You gotta get terrified. Come on.
no.
the
Who knows? Who knows? Part 3 and everything else would be fucking horrible. And I'm stuck with a fucking Terrifier tattoo. I ain't playing that again. I got
Yeah,
one
that's
tattoo
true.
and it's Spider-Man. And that's, you know what I'm saying? It ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I need to get a really tattoo.
So getting down. Boy,
Yeah, I needed a break. Like the tumbleweeds were like even announcing it.
I need to get some water real quick.
That's what I went to drink a whole lot of. Like,
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna bet you. My man.
Dude, I'm fucking
Dry
cloud-
January is almost over, brother.
That's alright. I mean, it's all good, though.
So, listen, real talk, bro. Professor, not that Jordan. JR is not good film, bro. Good film.
Well, no, because I forgot we're live.
If you're watching this, right, Possessor, watch it.
I mean, honestly,
Cool. More people should know about it.
I strongly recommend if you watch it for the first time, not be drunk.
No,
By the end, you're gonna go, "What the
No.
fuck did I just watch?"
I saw
And
it.
then the second time I watched it, I didn't drink, but I was feeling,
So,
was
the
feeling
first
good.
time I
Like,
watched it high as hell with my girlfriend. I fell asleep halfway through. But I was interested. I started watching it again. I watched it another time sober, and yes. Now I understand. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
this film is.
My guys, like, if keep an eye on Brandon Cronenberg. I mean, his father did some, very movies that have influenced a lot of horror people, and David Cronenberg, right?
What?
The dad, David Cronenberg, right? Yeah. But David. But so he's done such he's influenced obviously his son, but David influenced the horror genre itself too.
What I like about Brandon is it's that style, but he's bringing it in his era. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
flawless, man, flawless, and the storytelling is so good.
and the acting, the one that played Katia.
Boss, you know what's funny? I didn't notice when I watched that. She played Mandy in Mandy. I was like, that's her? Holy shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's nothing like her at all. If you haven't seen Mandy, watch it.
I'll have to check that out.
She a
Because
fucking
I know that
titan.
she did an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, and it's funny about it. That's the one I hate. Fuck it up. I fucking hate it. Well, never, and I vowed, never watch that. But you know what? You see, fuck it out. You know me, me, you know why I would watch that.
The animals, right?
No, they, children, but yeah. Anyway.
Which crocodile we're talking about?
No, Black Mirror.
Black
Did you enjoy it? Crocodile? The episode Crocodile?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
No.
Nah. See? It's horrible. It's terrible. But if you like it, it's okay. It has stuff in it that I'm not.
Well, all right. Since we got a little time here, might
We
as well
got some time.
take a little. I'll take a look. So that didn't make it on my list, but obviously,
Yeah, let's do it.
considering that I covered this in my psychologist. Sorry, guys. Try everywhere right now.
Sorry, guys.
January.
Literally, like, oh my god.
He's getting emotional. He left this off his list.
No. But is The Exorcist? That's going to be coming up.
Talk
My
about
only-
that.
my
Who's
only
directing it? Do you know?
Is the fucking people that did Halloween. So I went in going excited hearing about this, and then I heard the Halloween people are involved, and I'm like, well, holy crap.
Oh boy.
You know.
Talk about the new Halloween ends and Halloween kills those guys. Oh,
Last
alright,
name
Jared.
Green. I want to say
Joe-
Green. Is it Green? Is his last? I think his last name is Green.
Doesn't matter. That's his last,
David Gordon Green, right?
his last name doesn't matter. I love Damon, but you on that one.
But yeah, so that's my. Because I know that Linda Blair's not back, but Ellen Burstyn will be back. They'll connect it to the first one. That it's going to be another film. So here we go.
Come on, man.
Well, he was like, look, I ruined Halloween. Let me mess up
Yeah.
Exorcist now. After the Exorcist, I'm going to do Friday the 13th with that one too.
Oh, yeah, it's loud, right? Not loud?
Oh, they can hear all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hear him. Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Let us know when. All right, there.
All right. That's funny because sometimes I didn't realize everybody.
I just don't like dead
attention.
air, man. It just kills me.
Well, you can go a little bit more.
No, it's fine.
Because sometimes people are talking, I listen to the beat and I keep my mouth shut.
All right, so this one is a continuation of The Exorcist.
Yes.
Then why use the same cover? If you see the cover for this, it's the same freaking cover. Don't do that. I mean, already off to a wrong bad start. God
I
damn.
mean, but they want to make sure to, tie everybody who loves obviously everyone who loves this movie is going to see it. So you're either going to walk out and we're you're going to have a bunch of people show up at his place, with holy water. And trying to fucking
Let me ask you a
exercise.
question. If you were a director coming up, right, and someone tells you, hey, we got a job for you. If you want to accept it, we want to remake The Exorcist. Are you interested? That's a big decision, bro, because The Exorcist is a film that it's a classic, right?
Yes.
And you can't fuck with that.
Can't.
What? You can make sequels and variations, but to remake that, how can you remake that classic, that Dick Smith makeup, for example? Why would you try and fuck with that? I would be like, no, I ain't touching that. I'm good because that story's told. I'll do something new, but I ain't remake.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But I think,
about
but
it.
go ahead, Jared.
No,
Sorry.
think about it. They were like, let's make Halloween Ends into a love story. Fuck you.
JR is so tight about that.
I am, man. I'm tired of that, man.
Yo, digging the audio track. It's too loud though. Trying to hear the conversation. You guys discuss anime at all? Recently finished again. Oh, I like anime. These guys are not anime fans.
Well,
bro.
I haven't watched any new anime stuff. I'm a fan of the old stuff. So
What you like, JR? What you like?
Akira. Who doesn't love Akira?
Oh yeah, Akira.
Akira,
Bro.
man. And then
Fist
what
of
was
the
another
North
one?
Star? Fist of the North
This
Star.
one-
Come on.
Amazing. There was another one. Was it Blood Hunter or Demon Hunter? What the hell was the name of it? The dude with the hat.
Which one?
He had a hat the whole time. It's like, it was Blood Hunter, Demon Hunter? It was an old one.
Your brother would know that. Oh, your other brother.
Yeah, that one. That was.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember.
Anime
the name
is
of that
dope.
one,
Like
too.
if you're a horror fan, right? Thank you for this, Dan. If you're a horror fan, and you want to get into anime, and you want a place to start, Demon Slayer. Watch Demon Slayer. Why? It's really good. The animation is incredible, but it's a good starting point because it's new. You don't gotta watch like 100 episodes to catch up. It's only a couple seasons and a movie, and you're done. You're caught up. But it's Evil Dead in anime style, essentially.
Isn't that where the chainsaw face?
No, it's about this boy's family gets murdered by demons, except for his sister who's left alive. But if you get killed by a demon, you come back as a demon if you get bit, like a zombie. But he takes a bamboo stick and puts it in her mouth so she don't kill nobody. And now he's trying to find a cure. So there's one major demon he has to kill that he's trying to. He thinks if he kills this guy, she's cured. But along the way, you fight all these other demons, and it's violent, gory. It's fucking great. So if you're a new anime fan and you like horror, Demon Slayer, check it out. It's easy. It's really accessible too. It's a good jumping on point because you don't got to sit through like 4, 5, 20 years of.
Yeah, he got it. He got it. That's what I was talking about.
Who got it? Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah, that's it.
P-Rock, my boy.
And I like
that one I saw.
I like Attack on the Titans.
He's right. Damn, G. When you mentioned the hat and he got the glasses,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't get that. Vampire Hunter.
Vampire Hunter.
Damn. Good shout. But there's a lot of good horror anime out there. Damn, dude. Akira, they were gonna remake that as a film.
They were gonna make it into live action. I don't know what happened.
Leonardo DiCaprio was attached to it. He wanted to do it, and
he's still semi-attached to another film. I don't know if he's gonna do it, but if he does a film, he could pull that shit off. And it's basically based on America's most notorious serial killer of all time, H.H. Holmes. So apparently, Leo was tied to that one too. I don't know if he's still gonna do it, but.
That's the hotel owner, right?
Yes, it's the guy who basically was a killer in England, came to the United States, made that hotel of basically all the trap doors and all that shit.
Rick, that's what Hotel season was based on that.
American Horror Story?
Yeah.
That's the hotel.
It's based on that show.
That's right. That was the boy.
My friend Christine told me she had a book on
what's
that.
What's this guy's name, man? Evan Peters, right?
Evan Peters is that one.
Ghost in the Shell too. Yeah. Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Real quick. Another good anime. We mentioned Fist of the North Star, right? But Ninja Scroll, if you want to it's got some horror elements in it. It's very violent. It's a little dated, so the animation won't hold up as well. But that's another good one. Go ahead, G. I'm sorry.
Now, me and we're talking about anime real quick, and sometimes it's one of those things because even Cowboy Bebop was made into live action, which was basically killed on Netflix by all his fans. They hated the way the show was.
Oh, the live action one?
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop's another good anime.
It is.
That's just dope.
But they mentioned Ghost in the Shell. What did you guys think of the Scarlett Johansson's Ghost in the Shell?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You saw it, Joe? I had no interest, man.
I watched it. I'm like, I can understand what the uproar was about. I was like, it's not too bad. Then again,
because she wasn't Asian, right?
That's the big uproar.
That was the big uproar. But I don't know, with some of those, like, even though it's not anime like that, but Aeon Flux, the cartoon.
Yeah, MTV, bro.
And when they did the movie Charlize Theron, she's fucking hot, but it wasn't a great movie. And it didn't translate, and it's only because the way the anime was, what you can do in anime, you won't be able to do it. Put it.
She's in the MCU now, by the way. But
Leia.
Yeah. But Aeon Flux, the animation was so exaggerated, and that was its style, that to translate that into actual film, live action, it wasn't gonna work.
And what was the other one that they did on
Max?
Junior. But Junior collected that comic, the Max.
Yes, Max was awesome.
Sam Keith, that's the same.
Yeah,
I got those books, bro.
That would be a good freaking horror movie type to make.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Oh, when we were talking, the guy who wrote Salem's Lot did the Swamp Thing series, more recent one. that was
Swamp
on.
Thing, let me tell you,
Yeah,
man.
that was supposed to be HBO Max. That had good horror element.
If you want
and-
horror comics, right, done right, so I'm talking about written to perfection. DC Comics, Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. Holy, trust me, that's gonna be some of the best literature.
so
Like I don't
actually-
read books, but comics, I could function.
and Animal Man
Oh,
also.
this guy, Ghost Hunters, yeah. Oh yeah, we got this one. Yeah, guys. So
What about-
anyway,
But
all right,
here's one
sure.
thing.
Yeah, what honorable mentions? Anything else you want to bring up?
I'm surprised we haven't talked about Insidious 5. That's another one that's sneaking out.
I'm not an Insidious fan, but
The first one was amazing.
4 of them.
yeah,
Horrible.
4 of them.
Yeah, but I think Patrick Wilson comes back to play.
I get you. That's
Play
Sinister.
the
I'm thinking Sinister. Never mind. I got.
You know what I don't like about Insidious is Darth Maul. He doesn't Darth Maul to me. Like, I hate it. This is what I hate in movies. Is when they constantly show the demon or whatever it is. I don't know, man. It's just
Wait. So which one is the
Hold on.
Insidious?
cool pull. Catch you later, brother. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for the chat. Stay scared.
No, Insidious is the one with
Yeah, Patrick
where
Wilson.
Patrick Wilson, he loses his kid. He has to go into basically it's purgatory.
Yeah, remember to get that one picture with the Darth Maul guy behind them, and he's like, "Guy looks
Right.
clear as day, guy in makeup."
Sinister was one with what's his
Ethan
name?
Hawke.
I
Ethan
wasn't a
Hawke.
fan of that either, man.
And the
No,
comic-
that was, I expected so much more of that film, and I just couldn't tear it off.
like, those movies all came out when The Conjuring got big.
Yeah.
You got Sinister, then you got Insidious, then you got everything else that came and went. Ah.
All right. I don't know what's wrong with that. Hi. Because I'm confusing them all in my head right now. So the movie with Lily Taylor. God, that's
My house?
That's Conjuring.
Oh,
Conjuring. Okay.
plot. Oh yeah.
It's the first Conjuring.
I was at my house. I'm at his house.
It's the first Conjuring.
I was wrong. You're right.
That's what sorry. While you guys were talking,
It was a
that's
Conjuring. No, Lily
Okay.
Taylor. That's a Conjuring. First,
So that's it. That's why I was getting lost because
the Conjuring is dope. The second one, I love. The
Second one's good,
I love it.
which we have a review on What's Your Story in that one, so wait for that one to drop.
What's the third one? Was that the one in
The devil made me do it.
That's the devil.
Yeah, I didn't like
Netflix
that
one, right?
I resaw it again to give it.
I want to see it again.
try.
To give it a fair try. I wasn't a fan.
I don't know. Maybe it's going to be one that. Let me see if by the third one I can. If not, I think I want to say that
It wasn't scary.
Starts, well, it starts with I think the Amityville house,
Yeah.
and that's the only thing that I really because I'm a, all, you guys live up there like Amityville. We've all heard.
I
the
love
vocals
watching
for years.
documentaries about Amityville. It always gives me goosebumps. That's such a fucked up story.
I still want to go to the house. I still to this point.
Yeah,
wanna
people
take
live
a
there
drive.
right now. Yeah, people live there.
I don't want to go in. I just want to drive. But they're probably annoyed that people like me are going to drive up and be like in front of their house.
Just jump out the doorstep with Ouija board. Man, can I go up with all this? That'd be awesome. We should do that. Vic.
Remember, Gia, when we were younger? Me, you, I'm sorry, your other, not this guy. He was in Florida. He escaped a long time ago. We were looking for haunted places. We found some random weird place. There's a house. It was abandoned, and there was a bunch of random shit in it. We were stealing shit, right? And we were so scared that we left everything behind. You know what? I forgot a car rolled by or something. We were teenagers. Well, I was. We were already like 4 years. I don't know. I'm drunk. Whatever age difference.
Stop
I
trying
was-
to do math.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood to do math right now. But yeah, we were like, oh my god, we can get the fuck out of here. But yo, it was this Joe. This place was like an old house, but you could tell it was used for a haunted house later. Like you go in there, like like an attraction. The amount of weird shit in this place, man. Oh my god, man. We used to do some stupid shit back then, too.
I still want to do some stupid shit. I still want to go to a couple places. Dude, I still want to go to Fairfield Hills.
You gotta hit up Charles, man. You gotta go on one.
I want to go to
of those tours.
Fairfield Hills. I still want to do, oh my god, what's the name of that freaking town? Dudley Town.
Dudley Town, yeah.
Yeah, never saw Dudley Town so bad. Dudley Town, let me see. Dudley Town, I do want to do Dracula Drive.
I've done
There was
Dracula
one.
Drive.
Yo, Gio, I never told you this story, did I? Hold on, real quick. Now that we're here, this is a horror story in my book. New Year's Eve, I spent in your house, right? Do you know when New Year's Eve I was fucked up, man? I was sitting on the couch, like everything was spinning. I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I need fresh air. So I went outside to get fresh air. It felt so good to get air. Like, you know what? I'm going home. That's why I left my mug. That's why I had to get my mug, by the way. I just went into the car, and they was throwing, and that was after minutes. So they were shooting. You know how they shoot. I heard gunshots, boom, 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 boom. So as I went into my car, I see there's these two teenagers run out the house next door to you. They ran out, and they were yelling. I thought they were shooting, or they were gonna shoot each other. So I'm getting into my car. I hide. Oh my god! So I heard gunshots, and I see them running. They were running out like, ah! And I'm like, oh my god! They're gonna come. I thought my life was ending that night. I never told you the story, bro.
Nah.
I was like, oh my god. I was like this, hiding underneath the wheel like this. And then finally, when I saw they were going inside the house, I slowly got my keys. And I immediately sobered up, by the way. I hit the ignition. I booked it out, and I went home, bro.
It was funny because everybody's like, yo, where Rico? Like, he was staying in the living room, then all of a sudden he's gone.
I'm good. I can't do that scary-ish. I love scary-ish. Anyway, guys, before we wrap this up, JR, anything else you want to bring up before we go, son?
No, I mean, I'm kind of, we talk a lot about, movies and stuff, but if you guys are not watching, definitely watch The Last of Us. I mean, I'm not a gamer.
You don't have to be there.
I don't know anything about it, but
it's better than not.
Yeah, it is enjoyable, and it's something that, that is fun to watch, because like last year we talked the same thing. 2022 had a great amount of horror movies, but what went under the radar is a great amount of horror shows they had.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm gonna throw another international one if you haven't seen it yet, because it got re-upped for season 2. Definitely watch All of Us Are Dead. That is a great zombie film, and if they are zombies,
Series.
series, and
well, but zombies don't run. I'm sorry,
hateable.
Zombies don't run.
I agree with you, JR. I agree with you, JR. It is enjoyable. I will say that.
See, in theory, everybody watch how these guys are gonna get serious. In theory, the reason they make those zombies run is because they're newly dead compared to the zombies who've been dead for such a long time who can't run, because if they run, they're brittle, they'll fall apart. So that's cool. Basically the way I see the reason.
Wait, was that in the series?
No, that was in that book that was in the book that guy wrote, where he broke down why he thought about zombies, why he thought the fat zombies is basically scientifically can't happen, because of the fact that they are freshly dead, so they still have their muscles intact, they have everything still intact. Whereas the slow zombies, you could probably do a couple laps around and get by them. I mean, that's just me.
You still have to have something in your brain tell you.
If you get caught by a slow zombie, one slow zombie, you're down.
But that's the great thing about slow zombies.
Hold on. You still have to have something in the motor skills in your brain to tell you to run. And if you're dead and your brain is dead, there's nothing to tell you to run.
So that's the same way as if you're dead, your brain's dead, there's nothing telling you to feed.
You know what though? Like, you know what it's about running zombies?
Not debatable, but
Hold on.
But
you know what it's about running zombies? It's not what I hate. It's not that they just run. It's not that. It's the way they make them sound. They sound like dinosaurs. The way they screech. Like oh my god! You don't understand how much I watch Zack Snyder's film. Oh my god! There's one scene. One scene.
What you're talking about.
All I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
They're getting chased by these runners, right? They go up the stairs. One guy hit. Come on, let's go. Everybody goes through the door, and there's one guy shooting to give him cover fire. the zombies run up the steps, and as soon as they see the guy with the gun, what happens? They stop and they go. Why are you stopping? Zombies don't think like that.
You know why though, right?
No, that was they're acting as human. They're acting like human. They see one
those
guy.
are-
That was
those are-
horrible.
American zombies. Now you watch the zombies in Train to Busan, different story.
That's James Gunn's fault. I love James Gunn, but fuck you for that. Anyway. All right, how about you, Joe? What you got, son? Before we wrap it up, what you got? Any movies you want to throw our way? Promote your shit too, son. You too, yeah. Before we go, come on.
As far as any other movies, nothing comes to top. Even though I've been like reading here and there of this Skinamarink.
Yo, I'm watching that, by the way.
All right, Skinamarink.
Yeah,
I've been seeing that, so I might want to check that one out. As far as what I got coming up, this Sunday, the new episode for The Psychologist is going to be dropping, in which I'll be doing, what is it? Fucking name wrong because it's long. Be My Cat, a film for Anne. Sorry, Adrian. But so that's the one that I'll be doing.
It's okay, you're high. He understands.
I know, I like doing that.
But you don't understand how much I love your glasses, bro. Those glasses. Sophie saw them. I remember watching your video, and she was like, "Oh my god, those glasses! They're so dope." Anyway, got it. Continue.
But other than that, then I got Basket Case will be coming up on the movies that fucked me up.
There you go.
So keep an eye out for those. And then I guess Rick, what you got?
Me, I was gonna throw the jail.
You gotta play through them off. Did it on purpose.
Payback.
I'm just, you're right. I'm the one going, and when you throw it at me, it throws me off. You're right. A Horror Fiend Drive-In Theater. Catch it in about a couple weeks now. The latest episode will be dropping. All about John Carpenter's The Thing, the ultimate in alien terror. One of the greatest sci-fi horror films ever made. Probably John Carpenter's greatest film he's ever made. And this film here, let me tell you, if you haven't seen it, anyways, that's coming up. Horror Fiend Drive-In Theater. That's going to be what I'm personally putting together. On top of that, we're going to be doing 3 Corners of Horror. We're going to be doing all types of new movies your way. We're going to sprinkle in some oldies in it to keep it fresh. JR, how about you, my friend? What you got cooking? Because you're the maestro.
So next Thursday we have What's Your Story with me and Lexi, where we're going to talk about a film that either you're going to love or you hate. The Witch with Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anya. What's up with you and your brother, bro? It's Anya.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
You do the same thing. I gotta keep correcting you.
But that's my boo. Anyway,
Let me ask you real quick.
And you can't get her name right.
yeah, I will call her. I will still call her Anna.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who was the other? Wait, this all right, keep talking. I forgot the other actress, but I'll think about it again.
All right, yeah, so we're gonna do that one. I mean, it's a. You haven't watched it? It's a slow burn.
Oh, never mind. It's Anya Taylor-Joy and the other actress, Samara Weaving. Who do you got, Gio?
Come on, man. I got my girl, man.
Okay. How are you, Joe? Because the reason why I say that, because I saw in this various groups, this is stupid. I know it's stupid, but I just want to bring it up. They keep comparing the two. They shouldn't, but because there's a new Girls of Horror. So.
Right. They're the top 2 right now.
like Samara carried. Was it Ready or Not? Yeah, Ready or Not.
I haven't seen that.
You have not seen that movie?
I haven't seen. I
What
want to.
movie has she been in though?
Huh?
That her first starring role?
You know, she was in Evil Dead the series.
She was able to. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Bro, she was in. Wasn't she in The Babysitter?
The Netflix movie one.
Yeah, those are good movies, by the way.
Yep.
You know what's funny? Jenna Ortega was in part 2, right? She was not the main character, but she was a second character. It's funny because once she blew up with Wednesday, if you go on Netflix, Babysitter 2, Killer Queen, they changed the cover and they put Jenna Ortega on the cover. Holy shit! I couldn't believe it. Really? That's like when Critters too. Remember, Leonardo DiCaprio was a little kid in that movie. Once he blew up with Titanic, they put Leonardo DiCaprio as a kid on the cover, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Come on, that was so fucking on.
All right, so she was in hold on, The Babysitter.
Good series. Watch 1 and 2. Good film.
She was in the Oscar-winning 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, that was with Homegirl.
She was in a couple episodes of Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yep. That's where I first saw her.
And then on here that I saw. Oh, she was in the series The Hollywood, which is a Netflix series. She was really good in that role. Bill and Ted. So she's got actually. She played Scarlet in Snake Eyes.
Yeah. I never seen it. I know she was in it. Snake Eyes.
I still think my girl.
If it was to me though, I think I told Joe in our menu review, I was never big on Anya because I thought everyone was talking about it. But after seeing her in this, and I saw right after I saw the menu, I watched Last Night in Soho.
Good.
Great in that film. So I'm like, wow.
She's
I
in,
can see why people like her.
Yeah, she's in Split.
Yep, she's in Split.
You know,
and
she was in the other one. I think it's called Morgan, where she played artificially created being.
But, yeah, dude. Definitely watch what's the name?
And then she was in that Netflix series Queen's Gambit, which everybody raved over. So
can't deny that. Yeah.
But
I would think. Yeah, I think Anya has the bigger credentials out of the two, for sure. As if you're gonna compare, like, you know. But don't sleep on Samira though, because if you ever watch The Babysitter, there's two. They're so much fun. Those movies are so much fun. They're over the top. They have a lot of violence and gore in it.
And Jenna Ortega was.
And Jenna Ortega, you got plot in that movie, so like, watch it.
You ever watch You?
No.
Yeah, I watched You.
Nah, man, I saw Dexter. That's it. I don't want to see another Dexter.
That's funnier. It's better.
I don't want to see. You said it funnier. I don't want to see funny. I like Dexter.
No, because it's dark. It's dark humor, but it's.
You know what it is? That guy with the curly hair and the beard bothers me. I don't know what it is. Man. It gives me anxiety. Anyway,
real quick, Anya did. I've been like holding on to it. Y'all kept on going, and I'm high, so it's really hard to hold on to a thought right now.
I know what you're gonna say.
She did an indie film.
With
Olivia. I'm gonna throw my phone at I can't hit you with it, but you'll know it's what I'm trying to do. With Olivia Cook from House of Dragon. It's called Thoroughbreds. There's Anya Taylor-Joy. It's a slow burn thing. It's involving a murder, but watching the actors acting between both of them two is really good. So
Lucy Cousy, JT coming through.
Oh yeah, and then for Tuesday we have a special Lost or Found. We're gonna talk about one of the most mysterious, unsolved mysteries that happened back in 1959. They eventually turned it into a found footage film, and it just happens to be close to the anniversary of this incident. So do me a favor, watch Devil's Pass. It is a very good found footage film. He'll tell you about the incident that happened, which I will break down the incident and break down the movie. So yes, a special edition of Lost or Found, Devil's Pass this Tuesday.
So you're saying we're dropping 2 episodes about found footage movies?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's the other one?
Be My Cat.
My Cat. That's found footage.
Found footage? Yeah. You know what it is?
It's okay. You're drunk.
One more announcement. The Fourth Corner herself. Yes, she has a solo series in development.
Hold on. Who's that? I got it.
Lexi.
There you go.
Fourth Corner, who's now the host of our Last of Us podcast. She will have her own solo show, which just watch out for when it drops. But we'll be dropping hints, maybe a trailer. So definitely look out for that.
One last thing. Next month, be on the lookout. My favorite horror film of all time. Now, it's possibly my favorite film of all time. me and Joe, Brains and Bruce. No more this dry January bullshit. Dawn of the Dead. George A. Romero's classic comic book romp through the mall, fighting zombies the way they should be done. They don't run. All right, thank you guys. Before we go, anything else you want to say here?
No,
You guys are good.
Hit that like, hit that share.
Yes, like,
subscribe.
subscribe if you haven't done so yet. We're just guys that love horror and we love talking about it with you guys. Now, I love B movies, 70s, 80s slasher, exploitation, zombies, anything that's like practical. That's me. JR likes the international found footage. If it's Korean, he's all about it. Joe the psychologist. Come on, bro. I gotta explain to you what he likes. That's what makes us different. 3 different points of view. And our shows definitely dictate it. And we appreciate every like, every sub, every comment, every share, you name it. We got it. We're a small channel, but we're growing, and we really appreciate you guys growing with us. I'm Richard Grimes, JR, Joe the psychologist, and JR, what do I say?
Stay motherfucking scared.
Thank you. 3 corners of horror. Bye.
Peace.